Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the stream today. New trading session. Looking forward to it. Gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're gonna have a good stream today. We're gonna have some news coming. All right, we're gonna talk about the news in a second here. Man, our Discord is absolutely booming. It's gonna get wild and better and better and better and better. I'm gonna make sure that we are posting at least a couple of setups a day, like 1 or 2 setups a day. All right. We just placed a GJ trade. Unfortunately, we broke even on this trade. We had a beautiful trade going, but we broke even. We eventually cashed out, roughly a huge amount of $40 on that position. However, it's not only about that. We're going to have some losing trades, we're going to have some winning trades, but I'm going to post regular setups on a regular basis in our channel. So if you're interested in that, have a close eye on the meta charts. I tag everyone every single time. So make sure that at least for this channel, you have your, alerts on, making sure that everything is set from that end as well. We're going to go and we're heading towards the 10,000 members. This is going to be massive. So we're going to do something really big. The biggest giveaway so far, 100%. It's going to be our 10,000 people in our Discord right now. So if you want to join, this is the moment to join. Have a look around. Introduce yourself as well. We have a new section. There are tons of people that are watching right now that have not introduced themselves yet. So introduce yourself. Would be nice here. You don't have to tell that much. Just some basic, your goals, your trading history, your trading strategy, your passion, your job, your location, your name. You don't have to tell your age. You don't have to tell your weight. Okay. Just some basic information. But it would be nice to get to know the family a little bit better. All right. With that said, we have some news coming right now. We have the GDP coming. And we have the dollar. Also pending home sales and initial jobless claims. The initial jobless claims is very important. They expect actually a worse outcome. Okay. So a little bit better, worse than last week. However, my opinion, what I'm currently very curious about is the GDP growth. The GDP growth is going to be crucial. Why? Well, look at the previous, I don't know if you guys can see it right here. Let me zoom in a little bit for you right now. Look at the previous forecast or the previous outcome, 2.6%, and the forecast right now of Q1, right? That's a significant decrease for the US economy here. So, how's the dollar going to respond to that? Well, this is what we're going to find out. The dollar only has been going up, has been going up constantly all the time here. Okay? So, we are going to find out right now. What we are doing and what we're seeing at the dollar is that we are now in a very crucial stage at this particular moment. We're reaching this layer. Okay? And we're talking about this range right here. And you guys know we like to work with ranges in general. Because ranges are giving us suddenly or usually the most information. So therefore in this range we are now coming towards that end, and I think it's going to be a super important moment for the dollar, and especially with this news right now, I'm going to keep a very close eye on a potential outcome here. Look at what we're building. Look at what we have been building here. I mean, in my opinion, when I see this type of stuff before, very important news like the GDP, initial jobless claim is okay, but the GDP quarter over quarter, all right, Q1, while we're reaching that big range on the higher time frame, for me, that shows me that we potentially we might be able to wait for a retracement here a little bit. So if that happens, then we are gonna look for potential setups, of course, related to that in regards to the dollar here, and that could be gold. Gold could be one of them. It could be some just regular major forex pairs as well today. Are we talking about EU and GU, for example? We're gonna talk about it in a second here. Which channel? The paid one. Now this is completely free. It's a free channel. It's a free channel. It's for everyone that can join right here. It's the meta charts right here for everyone. If you join, you can see the meta charts right there. Setups that I take when I'm not streaming. Okay. Let me see who's in the building here. Let me introduce real quick some new people to the fam. Let's see what we have. Before we start right now. I see already Gigi in the building. Congratulations with your birthday. Wish you a fantastic day. Amazing. Everyone wish happy, or Gigi a happy birthday. She's one of the OGs in the community, so that would be nice. That would be nice from you. All right, Lim Wang Jong, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Mitter, Crazy, Gym Time, DS, Vicky. As always, Mauro as well. Kairos, my man. Just another guy. What's up, Crefant? Voltaren as always. My man as well. We're in the building. Romeo. Beautiful Benjamin. Zach. Yes, sir. Okay. Gonna be interesting, guys. All right. Before we start, officially here, I would like to know from you what kind of setups you're currently interested in and what you currently are looking at, okay? Keep a close eye on the dollar right now at this particular moment. And I'm talking about right now. We have some major news coming here. We have pairs such as GU and EU that I'm now already looking at right here. If you go to the lower time frame. All right, this is one of them. The other one is EU. EU, like I said already, guys, I told you guys a couple days, or yesterday, by the way, I told you guys yesterday, we were talking about the EU chart. Or the Euro index, sorry, the Euro index. And we were talking about the fact that if you look at the Euro index right now, and we zoom out a little bit, that we are now still above this initial range, right here. So we are still above that range right there. We're still, ranging a little bit around this range here. In my opinion, if we break above that previous high and we close a body above it, we're going to see some major continuation for the next coming days ahead of us here. All has to do with the dollar as well, of course. So let's have a look a little bit at the EU for a second. And that should give us enough. There we go. Okay. This is the high to break. There we go. Longs above that level for EU. Longs above this level. We have not traded EU that much on stream lately. But it has to do with the dollar today. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is an extremely important level right there, right? The 5-minute zone. It's a 5-minute candle structure. This low, if you break this high, we close above it. Looking for the continuation of that particular range. So I'm looking for potential longs above here for EU. That's my first setup. I'm going to set an alert here. The dollar is indeed doing its thing right now. The dollar is starting to look a little bit weaker already, a little bit. Let's see if it's legit. And if the news actually can come out, worse than expected or something in that manner. Keep in mind that of the 1st of June, guys, we have the debt ceiling news here. It's going to be so important for the dollar as well. So it's coming closer and closer. Do take that in consideration as well here. Right, that's EU. EU is set for today. Let's go to the yen. People talking about the yen a lot here. I was looking at the yen. I had a trade on the yen already today. Okay, we talked about this trade. I said I just entered a GJ short. Stop loss above the high. Right? So we came down. We started to bounce. We created an internal higher high. Starting to look very good. Then we came down and we closed below that the previous low. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger for you guys here. There we go. The previous low. We closed up below it. That was for us the stop loss on break even signal. So from there we had a secure trade. After that, unfortunately, we came up, and this is where we closed our position with a minor profit, but practically break even if you look at my balance. All right, so we're gonna just keep doing this and keep sharing this on the meta charts in general, right there. So yeah, that's one layer that we have been improving a lot lately. Just making sure that we're posting some really nice, just constantly posting setups, for free, right there. Okay. Let's have a look at the yen real quick, and then yeah, we just are preparing for the news. That's what we're doing right now, and during these next couple of minutes, because I do not expect too much to happen until the news here. All right, so the yen right now is has broken new lows. We are now back in that range. We came into that zone. Okay, let's go to the daily chart. We're gonna talk about the US30 as well, indeed. Alright, we're still holding above here, guys. So we're still holding above this zone, above this candle right here. We see that right now we're kind of like bouncing from this range. We need to stay above it. Very, very important. So that's another reason why I like what I see here for the yen. So again, like a GJ short could still come into play. There was just not enough volume a couple hours ago. And not enough momentum, let's put it this way. We saw it cracking, but it was not enough momentum for us to really push and break down here. Let's see how we break above this zone. Let's put an alert there as well. And then let's have a look at GJ. And potentially the weaker yen pairs as well. to see if we can find something there, and that should be doing well. Okay. Do you trade the US30? Yes. Yeah, we trade the US30. We do trade the US30. We're gonna talk about this in a second here. I'm just setting things up right now, so we know exactly what to look out for when it actually happens. So the yen, okay. Which yen pair is the weakest? Well, we have the euro against. Sorry, we have the euro against the Australian dollar. Not much happening. Great rejection though right here. Okay, great rejection zone right there. Can talk about it a little bit later here. But anyways, that's one thing. All right, then the euro against the GBP. Euro is looking weaker than the British pound. Okay. It's potentially eurjpy. Eurojpy, my bad. Eurojpy. Yeah. We are already breaking crucial levels right here. We are already breaking crucial levels right now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see how we if we can retrace here. And then the last one is the volatility index. Okay, so I do believe that the volatility can come down today. I've been talking about it already for a very long time, but it's not happening. Okay. So anyways, at some point it has to happen. It has to come and it has to make a move here. As we're building more and more liquidity to the downside, as well as we are now really seeing a kind of a reverse situation here. We got rejected. We're getting rejected. Looking for more downside potential right now. You see already that we came down. We got rejected at this 30-minute zone. We created a lower low right there. Actually, previously already right here. Now we're breaking at crucial level. So this is of course bullish for the indices here. Okay, this is looking bullish for the US30. So let's go to the US30 real quick. And then we have everything set up here. There we go, bullish for the US30. Tapped into the zone. Fantastic, that's one thing. 30-minute. Where are we at? Okay, beautiful. What is the last low? This is the last low that created that high that created that low. That's that zone. We go back to the 5-minute. That's where we bounced from. Right here. This is that high. It seems far away, but it's really that high that we have to look out for. Why? Because again, that's the high that put in that low. And that's the high that needs to be broken. That's the strongest high. You don't want to go long here if you're gonna get rejected right there. You don't want to get long. You don't want to go long here on the US30 if you can get rejected here and come down further. So that's why that high is a super crucial high to break. If you go long, if you're going to look for longs today with the VIX coming down here, which it seems like it's going to, then it's above the 32,804. Boom. All right. Euro, US30, Euro USD, US30, Euro JPY is already coming down here. The Japanese yen is already coming up. So okay. Let's see if there's a chance of a retracement. By the way, we have news coming in like what? 15 minutes? 15 minutes, yes. Okay. My suggestion is to wait here for the news to come out. GDP important. Q1 initial jobless claims. So we have our thing set here again for today. US30, Euro USD, potentially Euro GPY. But yeah, that depends on a retracement. That all depends on what we're seeing here right now with the yen itself. Okay. There we go. Lorenzo, can you give your opinion on still the bullet strategy? Yeah, I like it. I like it. I was watching it a couple days ago. It's pretty familiar already, but it's good to understand the psychology behind it a bit better. There we go. Okay, let's keep a close eye on the dollar. Dollar is looking weaker and weaker. Okay, we have news coming. Is it really gonna come down here, or is it just a fake move until the news here? All right, this is what we're gonna find out very, very soon here. But I am looking at the euro. If we break above here, I am looking to long from that particular range. We bounced also fantastically in a very strong area of the month right here. On the 8-hour chart here, we have been tapping into that zone once. This is the beautiful rally, base rally scenario on the higher time frame, where we tapped already in it once. We immediately shoot up here, and now we're back in it again, and we're creating a 42-minute candle close. Where in 42 minutes we closed it with 8-hour candle. This particular candle here. If we close this candle like that, it's a very, very good sign. It is a very good sign here. We will find out if it's a fake move in 10 minutes. But we know where we're bouncing from the EURUSD. It's a really good level to bounce from. If that's the case here. There we go. Swing trade. I'm not that sure yet about a swing trade. We have so much more crazy stuff coming here this week and next week here, that I actually not really look for a swing trade right now. If you can turn a trade into a swing trade, fantastic. But that's not the intention here. With the US debt ceiling coming and everything related to that as well. We have 10 more minutes left. 10 more minutes left. I'm excited. Yeah, the euro against the yen is already coming down here. Bro, how can the sentiment from my FX book 8-hour trades? I never really understood it. Well, the main reason is, my friend, that my FX book has a lot of accounts just connected to their system, right? So it's traceable, it's trackable. But that data is automatically then used and is going into a massive database and is compressed into an organized system where that is tracked completely. All the positions are tracked. And that's what we're seeing. Hi Lorenzo, look at the divergence on the 4-hour chart for the USD. Another confluence as well. Okay, let's have a look here. That's a good point. I like to look at RSIs, on the higher time frame, like 4-hour, 8-hour, daily, weekly. Yes, yeah. Okay. That is a higher high On the RSI, lower lows on the price. You're right. And it's a big one. I like it. I like it. It depends really for me on that break here. Gold dropping right now. Okay, 9 minutes before the news. That's interesting. Can you please explain the RSI? Well, to make it very simple, the RSI is a tool that measures it's called the relatively strength index. So what it does, it shows you if something is oversold or overbought. And whenever it comes above a certain level, around the 70 mark, all right, it is usually oversold. And if it becomes below, let's say the 20, it's usually overbought. Okay. The yen is gonna go, it's really coming hard, by the way. But yeah, no, that's the case here right now. So in regards to that, by the way, to add on more about the RSI, you can see clearly that whenever you see that it's becoming lower, that's not really too interesting for me personally here. To look within that range if something is overbought or oversold here. I'm looking at that plus the divergences in the market. Usually what you see is that, for example, let's see if you can find something here. So we're looking for scenarios where we see that the price is actually coming up higher while the RSI is coming back lower. That's like a bearish divergence when this index is coming up while the price is coming down. That's the confluence we're looking for. So it's more of the divergence indicator that I'm looking for when trading using the RSI. All right. Let's see. 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes, fam. Good morning. Can you look at gold? Yes, we can look at gold real quick as well before we have the news here. That's a good idea. Right, the VIX, interesting. Dollar. Interesting that gold's coming down right now, I have to say. Especially when the dollar is showing what it's showing right now at the moment. We've seen that rejection here. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting that this is actually now the case. In my opinion, when looking at the lower time frame, we have been clearly bouncing from that zone. We have another zone right here. I think that it could be a fake move to the downside here for gold. I think that there is a bunch of liquidity above here right now being built. I think this could be a fake move for gold coming down right now at the moment. Tapping into this range, this zone. Now breaking highs. If you break above these highs right here at 90.62, while the dollar is indeed coming down. If that's the case, then that's good long material. That is good long material. Five more minutes as well. which is at 1963. We have that gap right there above it. Like at 1965 until 1967. We are already coming down right now. We are tapping into that zone. Internally, you see that this higher, this zone created a high here. We're trying to come into this range. That range created lower low. Getting rejected, getting rejected. We need, yeah, if we break above the 1963, we close above it. We have something interesting though. We have something nice. We have something interesting here for gold. That's actually quite nice here. Could be a fake move to the downside. So potential gold longs. $19.63. Yeah, I like it. I like it. With that liquidity guild up here, coming down already now before the news. Dollar looking weaker. No confirmation for the dollar that we're going to come down though. But keep in mind, we have been coming up all week. Okay? All week long. And now it's Thursday. It's Thursday. We opened the market right here. Okay? At 103.193. Now we're at 103.9. So almost at 104. We have tapped 104. Alright, so we are in a crucial zone. If you look on the daily chart here, we are now in that range, which we were talking about beforehand. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I do believe that the pullback is actually quite healthy. Nothing wrong with it. Let's see. That would be beneficial for gold here. Gold is gonna sell? Alright, let's see if you think so. Let's see, let's see. Okay, we're coming down 1 minute before. 1 minute before, guys. 30 seconds. Exciting. Potential longs above here. Some people are going to place like a buy stop. Other people are going to place a... wait for the closure. I guess. I'm also very curious to the Euro USD as well. Alright, news. Let's go. First coming down. Are we going to come up after? Euro coming down. Gold coming down. Alright, coming down. Gold coming down. There we go. Dollar. Dollar was coming down, is now coming back up. Let's see, let's see. News is bullish, bullish, bullish. Let's see. People are now going to sells for gold. Immediately getting bought up. Interesting. Waiting. Let's see. I was no way that I, from this chart, from this right here, that I was looking for sales right now for gold. Let's see if we can. Let's keep a close eye on the dollar for now. Actually, it's a pretty decent result as well, by the way, looking at it right here. 1.3, okay, and 229. So, slightly higher. The funny thing is, it's actually going up. So, like the initial jobless claims, more people are unemployed, but it's less than expected. So, like, what does that mean? 1.3% though, okay, for the GDP. I'm gonna let it run for now, next like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see what's up after that. Dollar is moving hard. That means gold is coming down. Euro is coming down. Yeah, we have now broken the lows of gold. We have now broken the lows of the... not yet of the euro. We have broken the lows of gold. For now, this is invalidated. Lows are taken out. Dollar is now in that zone. First layer of resistance. Massive move for gold now at the moment. Somebody said gold coming down. You were right. Congrats. Congrats. No trade for us right now at the moment. We're gonna let it play out here a little bit. And then we continue. We're gonna get a trade in today. By the way, the mental charts, keep a close eye on it. Also, when we are in a trade in general, also from the live stream, keep you guys updated about how we manage our positions after that. I'm I pay much attention right now to the setups, to the timing as well, that I post something that you can read it on time, that there is enough time for you to respond, and so on and so on. So there's I make sure that I tag all of you guys as well. So there is enough reason for you guys to keep a close eye on it as well, and to be updated when I am not potentially, you know, live or something like that. Woo! How did you go with your swing trade on Dow Jones this week? We didn't do a swing trade on the Dow Jones, no. Massive for gold. Euro. Euro not as much as I thought it would go. Alright, let's see with the dollar here. How far we can take it right now. We did came down already before the news here for the dollar. To then flip when the news came out. Massive, 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 massive. Let's see what the next target for gold will be right now at the moment when you look at it here. So if you zoom out. Oh, worker, we are already there. We are already now at the zone. We are already there. We are already. We arrived at station 1, which is a strong area of the month here. So we might see a reaction right now. Okay. First station. Keep a close eye on this. Very important. Dollar as well. Dollar still getting rejected at the 1 minute zone. Yeah. So far, yes. Okay. Missy van den Blake, I'm still waiting for a buy on gold. This is some serious manipulation. Yeah, this is a good area to look for, to see if we can actually start bouncing here a little bit. This is the first station for sure. This is where we can see some bounce. We should see a little bit of a bounce here. Dollar getting rejected already. A little bit. Nothing spectacular yet though. What can we do? Do we enter a sell? No. No, not now. Now what it's doing is that it's gonna like force people to enter a sell. They don't want to miss out, and then we shall reverse. So I'm definitely trying to avoid it. Just wait. What's the play for now? And when we see some solid structures, we will enter a position for sure. My gold looks different from yours. It could be the broker. Could have a lot to do with it, of course. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a giveaway at 600 likes. We're already at 200 already. Wow, that's quite fast here. 600 likes giveaway. I'm not gonna say what it is. Okay, the highs taken out, almost taken out. Massive move. There we go. We have taken out the highs right now for the dollar. Euro coming down, but I expected it to come down much more. Much more. If you look at gold, it's a massive difference. Massive difference here. Lorenzo, what about the Telegram? So yes, I've had a conversation with our team. And in order for these setups and stuff, Discord is still the best. So we're gonna give it Discord. Telegram will be important for other things that we're gonna launch a Telegram later, but it will be for other things than setups right here. Gold, dollar is definitely weakening. Gold is not weakening. Sorry, it's not getting stronger. That's for sure. Let's see where gold is at indeed on 1 hour. Look at that. Let's go to the indicators. Let's go to the RSI just to see. Indeed. Oof. All right, the VIX is doing it though. Kind of interesting. All right, dollar coming up, but you know, the stock market also now at the moment, while gold is coming down. So gold is actually getting completely destroyed. Money's flowing out of gold. It's apparently coming into the stock market. It's apparently coming into the dollar. But the dollar is coming weaker. So the stock market is taking this over right now. So that's why the volatility index is coming down. And the US30 is coming up. So we might see now a US30 setup particularly coming soon. Money flowing out of gold. Coming into the dollar. If the dollar gets rejected at some point, that will only be beneficial for the US30. You see right now again that the gold chart is still stagnating a little bit. That the dollar right now is coming up and that the US30 now is getting pushed back here. When we were coming up, the dollar was coming down a little bit right here and gold was still coming down. Money has to go somewhere, guys. Money has to go somewhere. The question is where does it go? The dollar, the stock market, gold. I'm waiting for the moment when we're gonna cool down a little bit. Alright, we cannot come up forever. Same for gold, we cannot come down forever. And then I'm interested in the US30. Lorenzo, how do you take advantage of it as it goes from one asset to the other at the same time? You wait for closures. You wait for reversal closures. So you wait for a lower low on the dollar. Maybe a higher high on gold. If it doesn't show a higher high on gold but a lower low on the dollar, and it creates a higher high on the US30, we might see something happening with the stock market. In order to confirm that, you go to the volatility index. The volatility index closed below. Okay. Good sign. Dollar as well? Okay. Dollar and the volatility index are aligning. Gold is neutral or bearish. So let's buy the stock market. And then the US30 comes into play. Why is the yen coming down that much? Yen and the dollar has a negative correlation. Usually. Let's see who joined our Discord right now. Rampage for the win, my man. Congratulations. Welcome, Salep, Lubagus, CS Chama, Edeman, my man, Gaba, Jum. These names, Kenji, Amin, and Mohammed. All right. Amazing. Keep a close on the US30, guys. Gold and the dollar as well. And the US30 could be interesting when the dollar decides to come down here. Look at what we're doing. Look at weaker. We're starting to look weaker. We're starting to slow down a little bit. I mean, beautiful expansion. For sure. That's for sure. But yeah, it's about the US30. Lorenzo, this time was my second favorite after the Scalp phase one. Shout out to Friendo. It's for the community, made by the community. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Miami Vice, guys. We have our Miami Vice everything here, right? We have our Miami Vice couch. I need my blue setup. I'm waiting for some things here. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Dollar starts to really come down here, or starts to weaken right now a little bit. Gold going to 1900. Let's see. Let's see if that's if that's like a really nice short-term goal. That's right here. We have some really strong levels below, in between though. The 90-30, like the 90-33 is a serious level. How about the EU? Yeah, we have to see how it goes. See how it goes here. Nothing yet. I expected more downside potential for the EU here. What I do like is the US30 right now, the Dow Jones. Just a combination of the dollar, gold, and the Dow Jones right now, and the volatility index. So 4 charts. Volatility index getting weaker, but it all depends now on the dollar as well a little bit. Malek, Lorenzo, I'm new here. Really enjoying the analysis. Where are you trading from? Trading from Bali, my friend. Thank you so much, Malek. Welcome to the streams. Congrats to all who cut it. Yes, especially congratulations if you cut the gold sell. This time it worked out, so that's good. Ricky, my man, shout out to you. Doan says, Don, Lorenzo, best regards from Istanbul. Shout out to you, man. Turkey's beautiful. I'll see. Dollar goes down, gold neutral, bearish Volks is index goes up. Usually, yeah. Yeah. Dollar down, gold neutral. Dollar down, gold ranging, VIX down is 99% of the time indices going up. The question is then which one is going up more? That depends on each individual chart. So then you have to look at the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, or the SP 500. I found the US30 the most volatile overall. That's why I use this as a baseline. Whereas would you not be interested to take gold long, as normally such big moves tend to reverse? If you see some sort of good confirmation, yeah. You know, what tends to happen is that if we start to range for a longer period of time here right now, like right here, and the dollar break starts to the downside, people tend to take profits. Other people tend to go long. Because if somebody sells, somebody has to buy it. And that can cause an, you know, a shorter pullback indeed. To then looking for the continuation or, however, it's still risky. Regardless. Lila FX, really enjoy being here, liking. Big shout out to Lila. Okay, US30 is coming up. Gold is stagnating, and the dollar is losing a little bit of momentum. It's still making higher highs. VIX is coming down, and the VIX looks definitely much weaker right now. Look at that. Yeah, let me check the US100 indeed. You're right. Let's have to look at the Nasdaq as well. I think that the US30 has more potential for now. If you look at like setups for now. We are bouncing from this zone right here. So it doesn't come from nothing, okay? That's the main reason why the EU held so strong as well. when we had the same thing here. One hour, almost close indeed. Gold reversing a little bit. Dollar. Look at the man. Look at the dollar right now. I think your guys are seeing it. Dollar ready for the pullback. Fix coming down. Yeah, keep a close eye on the US30, guys. Keep a close eye on US30. And maybe if you look at gold here, still a little bit on the risky side, but you're closing on a 50-minute time frame, 30 or Dow Jones or 30. I don't know. It depends when we break it and what time it is when we break it. That's what I'm looking for. Waiting for the moment when it actually breaks and it closes, and that depends on the time when we are actually doing it. It can be again around the New York Stock Exchange here open, so be aware of that. Lorenzo, can you remind me of the website that has the correlations? Yes, my Facebook, okay? You go to my Facebook, you go to correlation, you continue, and you look at whatever you want to see here, right? These are usually Forex pairs only, if I'm correct. And gold, silver, Forex pairs. And you can say, okay, find currencies lower than or higher than a 90% correlation. Or lower than a minus, I believe, 90% correlation. There we go. Strong negative correlation, okay? You type it in. Or you say 80% correlation, minus 80% correlation. Okay. Australian dollar Swiss franc against the euro against the Australian dollar. Australian dollar Swiss franc against the euro against the Japanese yen. That's kind of interesting. 85.2% negative correlation. Next. Okay, what's next? Let's see what else is interesting here. US dollar Swiss franc. 88.6% correlation against the EURUSD. That's incredible to see and look at multiple charts here. So again, if you want to see that right now happening, okay, let's look it up live here. All right. So again, Australian dollar. What's happening with the US30? Okay, all good. Australian dollar. So US dollar against the Swiss franc against the USD. EURUSD has a negative correlation of 88.6%. So USD Swiss franc. Let's see if it's true. We're gonna find out. Euro USD. Yeah. You can already see it. Okay, 5-minute chart, 5-minute chart. There we go. All right, looking for the inverted scale. There we go. Euro USD is inverted right now. So the Euro USD and the US dollar against the Swiss franc has a negative correlation of 88 point something percent. 88.6, I believe. 88.6%, massive. Okay, so what do you do then? Okay, what is then an easy way to look at the correlation? Well, again, What is the next step? Okay, you go to the US dollar Swiss franc. Dollar was bullish. So let's say you look at the... I'm looking just at a next potential area of a potential resistance layer, okay? By the way, this is not a trade. This is just for learning purposes right now. All right, let's say we have the daily chart and we're looking at this particular zone right here. That's one zone. And let's look at the daily chart on the EURUSD. And we have, for example, we have this zone right here. Okay. And you can just then see, okay, the moment this one taps into this zone, you look at where the US dollar Swiss franc will be. And if this will align here. And if you see a confirmation, you then look at the euro index and the dollar index. And then based on that, you will have your outcome as well. And that can give you a very good indication, okay? You would never know that the US dollar Swiss franc, has a negative correlation of 88.6% with the EURUSD. So therefore, I use that tool on the MyFix book and have a look at it. So that was just an example. Let's get back. Yeah, VIX week. Gold retracing a little bit here. Dollar, yes, dollar is starting to look weaker yet. No lower low yet. All right, dollar, time to come down. Look at GU right now. All right, we're making moves here. Sleepy Train Rain, can you tell him how to draw a line? For me, it's Alt Yay. If this is what you mean. Hey, I want to check the correlation in Indian stock market with index and index. Then how find it out? I'm not that familiar with the Indian stock market. The Nifty Banky, I believe. I'm not that familiar with it at the moment. India VIX. Okay, I will check it out. Can you check if GU is if they set up? What I think will happen right now, this is what I think, is that the dollar makes a recovery. And then after that, it actually comes down, and then after that starts coming up again. I mean, look at this zone as well. We came down, we took it, we tapped into this initial zone right now. I think looking for buys right now for GU, EU, and that kind of stuff, and gold is a little bit too risky here. It seems very nice, but no, it's like dollar came actually back to that high, the previous high here. So yeah, I'm waiting for the US30 here. I think still that the US30 can still make a smaller move to the downside before. And then around the New York Stock Exchange Open, we're gonna see that real move coming. But my goal is to take a long for today's session, yes. There is a smaller trade to the right here below. It's not the VIX. The VIX is weak. That's not the problem here, right? It's the dollar. Hello, Lorenzo. What would be stop loss if close above for calculating lot size? Good question. So I don't think we are going to close there now yet. I do believe that we have to wait a little bit longer. But I would look at the previous low. But I think we're going to come down one more time. So it all depends on this next wave. What I think right now is that we're going to come down. And that we're making a move to the upside here, somewhat in that range here. If that's the case, then we can place a stop loss under that previous low. That low is not created yet. That's what I think. So it really depends on that low that we're looking for right now. So I'm waiting for the closure and then we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Any potential buys on the dollar? Yeah, the dollar is now making moves. But yeah, we're starting to look weaker. We're starting to look weaker right now. Random question, Lorenzo. How do you draw the rectangle on TradingView that highlight all the way to the right as well? Okay, so that's this zone. It's a rectangle right here. And you click on settings. You go to style. Settings, style, extend to the right. All right, that's what we have. So we are now coming down. So want to see it coming down a little bit more and then breaking highs. And then we enter. That's what I want to see here. My man, Pyrosec, my man, welcome. Welcome us. Astra Funk. Risk to reward. Nice. And Tongos, Bouma, Habibi, Mohammed. The beautiful thing about this is that soon we're going to have something that no Discord community has. All right? And that is a ranking system. With an outcomes. Ranking system is maybe pretty reasonable. With a reward system. Okay. And how you can earn a reward is by doing the following. Stay active in the following channels. Sharing and engaging in the chart setups. Share your channels. Share your charts. Share your setups. Attending the event, the official Limitless Academy events here, and engage the general channel Limitless Lounge. And we as moderators can give you experience. We can give you ranks. We can hype you up. We can level you up faster if you share good stuff, quality stuff. And that means that after some points, we're going to create a leaderboard. And in that leaderboard, we're going to give away prizes. All right. And these prizes are going to be whatever. Prop firm challenges, money, you name it. So that's one thing, okay? Then that's just a thing to engage into the community to actually get rewarded for the work you put in. Makes sense. Then we have the meta charts, where we always share my setups right now. I want to share at least 1 trade a day. That's my goal, 1 trade a day, besides the live streams. And then we have the crypto, the crypto section as well right now, with a crypto course that we released, which you have free access to if you sign up through one of our links. More information you can find in the instructions manual right here. Enough reasons to join, I guess. Okay, we're coming down here like expected. Let's see where we can bounce from. And after that, looking for potential longs above. Andreas, yo, Lorenzo, remember me from yesterday? Busted funded account. So I've spoken with the firm and they opened an extension for 15 days for me to take the account back to positivity. Wow. That's beautiful, my friend. Congratulations. That should be enough time. 4% should be good. That should be doable. It would be super ironic and no surprise at all if the dollar decides to fully reverse, like we were talking about it before the stream, or at the beginning of the stream. This is going to be good for the stock market, obviously. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Nita says, GN is looking good for shorts, reaching the weekly highs. GN, alright, let's have a look at GN. While we're waiting here. Just to see how it goes. Just see how it goes. Usually, do not really trade the British pound against the yen. New Zealand dollar, sorry. Let's have a look at the weekly first, indeed. Strong previous candle, though. Yeah, you are in that resistance indeed. True, but strong weekly candle, strong bounce here. Strong bounce. All right, 10 minutes till New York Stock Exchange open. The indices are gonna move significantly. Gold target. Okay, let's go to gold. So this was a zone where I was looking at an area of resistance. Right now we're reaching that zone. And then you have this zone below that zone, the 90.50. Dollar's not looking strong though now at all. We came up, we had a massive expansion, we start building that liquidity. We came down, we came up, we came down, rejection. Now we're coming back down, now we're filling up that gap. So no way we're going to take a short there for gold. But at some point the dollar will be around at an interesting level here. Because we had a massive expansion, we had a lower low. And we created a massive expansion after that. So if you look at this particular range, after that gap is filled, so gold can make the push through, I think, right now. And then you're going to come to this range and back to that range here. Then you have to look at this zone. So now you have this whole area. Now you had the breakthrough or the breakout of that particular range. Right here. Then you draw the fixed range warrant profile, not Fibonacci. Then you see that you have that massive zone right here, which is the point of control. And that's right there. So that's definitely a zone to watch, for sure. The value area low is here as well. You will see, you will definitely see a rejection as well, or a reaction from that point as well here. So that's definitely an interesting layer. US30 is gonna sink. Yeah, let's see how far we come down. We want it to come down a little bit. We have the New York Stock Exchange opening in 5 minutes as well. So even if you do this, you know, you see the manipulation happening the first 15 minutes. You guys know it right now, the first 15 minutes manipulation. If you're gonna come down, I'm actually looking for more bullish momentum after that. So do take that in consideration. I actually want it to come down right now. I would love to see it coming down first. To then flip. What is it the tool that you use? Is the fixed range warrant profile. You can find it right here in the corner. I have a video about it on my channel. No US30 trade before the stock market open. No, 5 minutes. I agree. Bro, please your volume profile settings 128 row against 72. Guys, do you think I could recover 0.3% in a couple of trades? 0.3%, yeah. For sure. You can do it in one trade. Well, I just about to say that you can do it in one trade. Absolutely. All right, New York Stock Exchange open in 3 minutes. Waiting for that. Waiting for that. First 50 minutes, manipulation. Be very careful. After that, sky's the limit. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar is good again. Okay, we can look at it later. We got stopped out and break even indeed on that trade. It was also mentioned right here. So keep a close eye. Again, guys, please keep a close eye on the meta charts. If you are in a trade and, we close the stream and we're still in it, which can happen if you take like a higher time frame setup on like 1 hour or something like that, then just make sure you look it up. So you're always updated right here. Very important. Okay, US30 playing games. 1 minute before New York Stock Exchange open here. Give me 1 second. Told you. US30 playing games here. That was, you could see it already. The moment you start pumping, like 1 minute before the open, you immediately see that reverses during the open here. But by the way, we're not there yet. If we come up and we close below after 15 minutes, we're still gonna go long here. What a beautiful manipulation. Inducing people to go long here. No closure, so that's good. no trade. Volatility index right now is at that zone. We're now facing that resistance again. The first 15 minutes is going to be purely manipulation. After that, we're going to see if we can take that trade. Okay, we are now here. No closures, no trade here. So we knew it was playing games, and you always see it happening. It's the same thing over and over and over again. All right, the last minute is the most important thing. If you see the last minute, suddenly, you know, it's something coming up. It's purely manipulation. You know that it immediately wants to reverse the moment the New York Stock Exchange opens right here. Did you see the Nvidia news? Yes, I heard about it. They had a 26% increase in their earnings report because of AI. The demand for AI is growing, obviously, right now, which is insane for companies like Nvidia and that type of stuff. So Nvidia is probably like exploding right now. Okay, we're getting bought up, and the VIX is probably getting rejected here. All right, this is actually great. This is actually fantastic. If you now decide to break above here, after that, for me, that's a strong buy. Strong buy signal. No, same closure, same level. VIX rejection. So the first, first 5 minutes was just to induce people to go long already before, to then take these people out. If you're going to see the rejection right now, then after the 15-minute candle closure, it's the most important candle closure. You guys know it. We will find out what the true direction will be of the US30. And then we can take the trade. We're actually getting rejected at that zone. Dollar coming back up. Gold back down. Okay. Okay. Keep close on dollar right now. Yeah. Okay, let's have a little tour around. So we have almost done. We're like 7 minutes away right now from that closure. That's all we need to know. That closure is the most important. Let me know what else you guys are looking at right now. I can do some analysis here. Euro Australian dollar, okay. See a lot of questions about the Euro Australian dollar. Okay, let's have a look here real quick. Alright, rejection. Let me see where it is. I think it's like on the 15 minute, 10 minute, yeah. Seller stepping in. We had a massive expansion in general. Still looking quite bullish to me, in my opinion. Nothing spectacular yet. The euro itself right now also is looking quite... I mean, we're still balancing above this zone, right? We have been talking about that level here. We're still balancing above it. So in my opinion, not looking here to short the euro right now. Yeah. No, it totally depends here. Brother, are you risking 1% or less? Depends. Right now we're trading with a bigger account today. It depends on the setup and it depends on the time frame. Okay, if we are trading with a $400,000 account and we are trading on a 1 hour or something like that, I tend to go for like 1% to make it worth my while. But if it's on the lower time frame, I could easily do like 0.5. That could easily be 0.5% setup or like risk roughly per trade in G. Okay. We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go for that closure on the 50-minute. It is extremely important. Many people are very bearish on the US30 right now. I still have a belief that we can make a move here. The VIX is slowing down. We had some very good news indeed today. We had that manipulation to the downside the moment we opened the stock exchange here. Usually it's a good sign. It's a bullish sign. Eventually. We're gonna slow down at some point here for the dollar. In the meantime, look at some Forex pairs that could be interesting. EU and GU are at really good zones. Okay, let's have a look at that one then. While we're waiting still. I wonder what kind of zones you're looking for. All right, 1 minute to go. There we go. Are we gonna see the real move? That's the question now. I'm willing to go long if you close above it then. We came down, manipulated the lows. Are we gonna flip? Are we gonna go for the higher highs right now? The VIX coming down, getting rejected here. This is only 10-minute chart. Rejection there. We were in that zone. We had a zone here. We have a higher time frame set up here, or demand here. But look at that push. There we go. We closed our 50-minute candle. Lows has been taken out, has been manipulated. There we go. Everything is going as planned so far. A higher high closure is for sure long. Do you trade the German 40? I do not trade the German 40, no. No. Who's trading the German 40? The DAX. That's a good question as well. Good to know. I wonder how many people actually trade the DAX here. On the trader, just keep an eye on it. Okay. Yes. Makes sense. Many of you guys... Okay, some of you guys trade the... that's interesting. Some of you guys actually trade the DAX here. But not too many. Not too many. Let's see what we have here. This is a nice area to look for setup. With that low of that range. Yeah, let's take it to these lows first. Now the stop loss will be better. Something that matter. Took 3 gold trades, 2 win, 1 down. Saving to look in the nickel for some Asia, something to trade in Asia this evening. Rock says, I just joined your crypto VIP section. Let's go. I'll wait for my approval. Tomorrow we're going to have a crypto stream, guys. I'm excited for that. It's been a long time. Also waiting for approval. Yes, it can take up to it can take a couple hours. What about gold? Yeah, so we're still in like in my opinion right now in like no not really a range where we can look for a trade here. Why not just the silver bullet in 8 minutes? We're trading that a lot already. We have been trading this all the, many times. We just didn't call it the silver boot strategy, but we have been trading this all the time. What books do you recommend to trading and reading? So we have a, there was somebody that shared a Google Drive file, something I believe like in our Discord with books he purchased. And there's a whole list of it. I will show you later in Discord if you are in Discord already. Trading in the Zone is 1-1 indeed by Mark Douglas. Which Discord group? Our Discord group. Is it Trading in the Zone psychology book? Yes. Absolutely. Five minutes for news. Hope you guys are ready. The pending home sales here. Hopefully we can take out the lows before. That would be fantastic. You know, we spike down. Take out the lows, 5 minutes. Boom, coming up. Bezit, I don't have a strategy, that's my problem. Yeah, that's important, brother. A strategy, for sure. Lorenzo, can you make short video about trading psychology? Yes, I would love to. So what I see right now is that the dollar, again, we have more news coming here. Okay, I'm very curious to what today will bring here. It's funny that the dollar is already coming up so strong right now. Before the debt ceiling. In 5 days. 6 days. 1 more week to go. Everything happens for a reason. Two minutes to go. It came down during the New York Stock Exchange Open, massively manipulated. Took the previous low, took out the previous low. And usually what tends to happen is that you then start to consolidate, then after that you make the real move. In this case we have more news coming, so it's a little bit, of course, unstable, but or unstable, but yeah, still important. If the debt ceiling is raised, what will happen to the dollar? So keep in mind, both scenarios is not good. There is like a 99% certainty that they're going to raise the debt ceiling. That means they're going to pay more money. This will actually deflate the dollar. Sorry, inflate the dollar. So you could say that this will be bullish for the stock market if that would happen. $0.00. All right, that's the bearish for the dollar. Okay, so that's what we needed. That's definitely what we needed here. VIX coming down. Let's see if we can break the lows here. If the VIX coming down, the US30 will come up. All right. What does it mean for the dollar when it's 0.0%? Oh, it's actually a bit worse than expected, so that should not be good. Kind of interesting. It did not change with the previous month. I buy gold at 1941. Well, I'm starting to like it. I have an alert set right now. So besides the US30, I'm gonna look quickly at what we were looking at beforehand, which is GU. And the EURUSD. Dollar making coming down a little bit. The lows unimportant is this one? No, but I still use it as a tool of reference because a lot of people, you will see it now coming down way faster. This is indeed the low you're looking for, but I get what you mean. Why do you need psychology books if you can just motivate and be consistent? Motivation is not the thing here. It's about discipline. Motivation you're gonna lose at some point. What is better, scalping or staking? I think there is nothing better. It depends on what you are used to, what you like to do, and what your personality type is. All right, let's see, guys. We are making some gains right now for the EURUSD. Dollar made a significant move here. I found a significant move. The question is, will this be enough? Okay, will this be enough of strength to the downside here? Is supply going to take over here? The only way to find out is I'm still in the same bias. If you look at the 4-hour chart for EURUSD, we are still doing what we were looking for in general here. And that is looking for potential longs still. It's still showing us the same result. The only thing that we need to look for is a lower low on the dollar. A closure, higher high on the EURUSD. Because there is so much liquidity built up for the EURUSD. If you talk about this particular zone right now, let me show you guys real quick here. We have this zone right here. You have this 50-minute zone. You have this area of the month, which is a higher time frame zone. We had this, that RSI. Okay. We have now some negative news. Dollar has been making already a massive, significant move here. We're breaking it high, and we have a bunch of liquidity built up above here now. That is built up above this zone. So a break above the 107.403 is definitely it's just a fantastic place to look for longs and to look for the continuation to the towards this range. We're talking about this zone right here. So I'm extremely this is for me extremely high probability setup when we break and close above that high. US30 a little bit choppy. I still would love to see the lows getting taken out before. If he then at some point close above, I might be sharing this in my Discord right here with all these you know, for later, also later today. If you still see this happening here, Euro is now making a significant move here. And that increase is a very good sign here. So that means that I'm looking for longs here. From there, stop loss wherever I need to place my stop loss here. And I'm probably will take it. And depending on the lower time frame, of course, we're going to find where our stop loss is. Voice of Michael, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Welcome. Good to have you here as always. You still want to see these lows getting taken out. Pretty much the New York Stock Exchange opened. We flipped immediately, took out the lows internally, left us with some more. Want to take this out. If we then start breaking the highs and close above here, for me that's just definitely a long. Also, when I look at the report from what we already saw before, some of the major companies. Plus, you know, the dollar right now coming down a little bit. And the VIX, the volatility index, looking weaker and weaker and weaker. And if gold comes back into a range, I would actually appreciate that even more. Who teach us how to create your own strategy? Why creating your own strategy if you can just, you know, learn some strategies, at least create a good foundation from strategies that are already out there, and then from there you can start, you know, tweaking your own and making your own strategies here. Look, to take a look at the US dollar strength, closes below, looks good for a sell. You mean you're talking about this one? Okay. We can have a look at it. So it depends where we can long from if we can actually break it. Which one is more important, RSI or EMA? There is nothing more important. Less important depends on the it depends on the time frame. It depends on what your strategy is. In the end, nothing by itself is just extremely important in regards to indicators. In my opinion, the best indicator is still and will be always the market structure. What is your strategy about a step-by-step? Market structure combination with supply and demand. Market structure, supply and demand, correlations, price action. Lorenzo, who's your mentor? It's hard to say. I had so many different guys. I picked some information up from a lot of different people. A lot of different people. I learned some from ICT. I learned some from a guy I knew myself personally. A lot as well, especially in regards to like volume. I learned a lot from a lot of crypto guys. At the beginning of my journey. So many guys, so many guys. Nano, what's happening? What's happening? You're still looking into the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar from yesterday? I haven't seen it after yesterday any longer. It's a beautiful higher high, by the way. Beautiful higher high. Beautiful reaction in general. Let's see how I react also from this zone right now. Usually I do not trade from areas of the month here, but in this case, I really do like what I see here when looking at this area of the month. Right there. Just because that we saw that beautiful lower low. Followed by that higher high and that massive expansion as well. And we're looking at that overall 4-hour range already, so from the higher time frame it makes sense. Any dollar is weakening. Interesting, interesting. Might be taking a might be looking for a small trade already in that range here. Just a regular SMC trade here. Or like a supply and demand execution. Let's see. This is more of a 15 minutes time frame setup for sure if we break that high. Taking it all the way to that level here. Let's see what we can do on the lower time frame though. I do actually like it. I like it a lot. If we see this higher high getting created. Let's see where the dollar is at. So that's one. The dollar is right here. Yeah, dollar's looking weaker for sure. Dollar's looking weaker right now. Already saw that internal rejection. Second wave. Coming good. It's coming good. There is some potential here already on the lower time frame as well. Not just here. Oh, I just realized it's the wrong broker. All right. Let me check real quick. That's 1. That's 2. Right there, okay. Then we have the 5 minute. We have that zone here. That's the zone that's that I'm actually pretty interested in it to see how we react here. If the dollar aligns though. Usually do not take these supply and demand trades on stream, but in this case, it doesn't come that often that we see that opportunity there. Came right into that gap. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Love to see a reaction from that zone here. And then looking for an extra rebuy above that area as well. Aligning very well with the dollar, much better than I initially thought at the beginning here, so that's good. Still would love to see a lower low. Retracement. Continuation of the test. Yeah, I would still love to see that right there. Let's see. Let's see if this aligns here. Lows under the lows, of course. Of course, see from there. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. First time we don't really trade that many supply and demand trades on stream, so it's kind of dope if we can actually get that today. I do like it though. I do like what I see here. GU is similar, yeah. I think GU is completely similar. Maybe a little bit, let's see. No, actually EU is much better. EU is much better. Much cleaner, in my opinion. US30, yeah, we're waiting. Want it to come down, want it to come up. Waiting for it to come down first to then come up. I'm gonna share this on the Discord for you guys. Would be fantastic if it would come down very slowly. So this is entry potential 1. Entry potential 2 is of course above there. The initial entry that we're looking for. Which is right there. So 2 possibilities. And somebody talked about the US dollar Swiss franc, and I do agree completely here. If this low can be broken, and we're breaking out of this era of consolidation here, then I believe that we will definitely see something special happening here potentially. Because if you then come out to the 1 hour chart, you see this getting broken. After these highs are already taken out here. Like this could definitely lead to a pullback. Well, thanks for that. It was brilliant to see what you do that. Learn a lot. The way you said that you up as a possible supply and demand. Yes. Yeah, it's an interesting zone. I normally don't really do this on stream. But in this case, I do like it a lot here. Just because also the higher time frame aligns here. We are starting to lose strength here. EU will hit support at 106.412. That's pretty low. 106.412. So you are looking for shorts now from here? I have to admit that this is that 107.403 is absolutely a fantastic turnover or turnaround here or flip. Yeah, Dow Jones is starting to make some noise a little bit. Any plans to move from Bali? No, I will always live here partially, for sure. Maybe not the whole year around, but partially, yes. I would always live here. I would maybe live for like 6 months, like, you know, like let's say throughout the whole year, at least 6 months in Bali. And another 6 months spread amongst a variety of other countries, for example. Do you surf? Yeah, I've been surfing a lot. Except the last couple of months, since Discord actually started to really, you know, blow up. For example, that was a month for me to take a little break, to actually, you know, step off surfing a little bit. Just because Discord itself, it takes much more time than you might think here, to manage a Discord here. To do a lot of things there. So when I was just trading by myself, yeah, for sure. Now with YouTube and with everything else, I'm absolutely more focused on this right now. There's a lot more noise in the market today. Yes, there's a lot more noise in the market today. The market's all over the place. Of course, we had 3 different red folders coming out today. Any debt ceiling is coming closer and closer. And it's Thursday. Thursday is an important day as well in the market, because we're coming closer and closer to the weekly closure. Is it GJ already consolidating? I have not seen GJ yet. I think the volume is actually dying out significantly right now. But let's see. Yeah, well, it's this is imported low. Definitely an important low to take consideration. The 171.993, so 172. Pay very close attention to that level, and if you break and close below it. Yeah. Very important level to take consideration. 172. There we go. The market's not friendly tonight. Yeah, well, I try to avoid crazy stuff here. Crazy market noise, like a very unstable price action. I try to avoid it as much as possible. And I like to take action like during clean price movements in the market. Brother, before trading, where did you work? I never really had a job. Well, when I had a job, I worked at I was 15. I worked at a supermarket. Then I washed some trucks when I was like 17 or 16. Sorry, 17. And I had all kinds of like shitty jobs for a long period of time. And then I started traveling, made some money, started traveling. You don't go live tomorrow? I know. Tomorrow is the first day. The first day that I have something else going. And that is a cryptocurrency stream here. Which is gonna be amazing. Because there is so much money to be made in crypto. It's absolutely ridiculous. You did think, oh, the market is down. You know, Bitcoin is not coming up. That there is no money to be made. But it's actually crazy. What is happening here? We're seeing tons of people making money right now. Testing out the strategy as well. That we have been talking about. It is really crazy right now in regards to crypto, in my opinion. So yeah, no, I'm gonna do a cryptocurrency stream, okay? Like I said, I do not always trade crypto, but when I do, tomorrow's gonna be massive. So I'm gonna make sure that everyone that applied for the cryptocurrency course, which is free, you need to have $100 on your trading account though, it's your money. But you need to have it on your account. Will get accepted so they can go through everything so they know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to trade it. So yeah, once a week we trade crypto. 4 days a week we stream Forex. And then one day a week I want to do some crypto here. There's some guys that are really crushing it. Keeps going and going and going and going and going. So yeah. So it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Looking forward to it. One of my favorite things to do, actually. To be honest, trading crypto is one of my favorite things. Why? I started out in crypto, and I just worked on my strategy so long that I don't know. I know how to trade it yet, but I have not doing it. I have not do it that much today in general. Bezit, sorry if I lost a lot today. Yeah, I can sense you're a little bit emotional. It's part of the game, brother. Part of the game. Let's move forward and accept it. Try to avoid trading during crazy circumstances if you do not have a strategy. Especially if it's just random. Like you told me already. Because sometimes during red news folders, especially when there's so much news coming, and it's Thursday, it can be quite tricky. And you see now as well that the volume is dying out here. There are some couple things that I'm looking for still. If you see this 15-minute getting broken, I'm definitely interested in taking long here. So I'm gonna share this on Discord as well. Actually, let me share this right now with the community real quick. Let me do this right now. To sign up for the crypto, yeah, it's in Discord. Instructions manual. There is an instructions channel. Bajat said there are strategies, but they're not working. Is it the strategy or is it you? That's the question. Are the strategies not working? Or is it the person that trades? No offense, but I'm trying to help you out here. I'm all love and support, bro. There we go. Let me share this with Rick in Discord. Gonna go into the med charts right here with the dollar as well. This one is still legit. It's still open. Kenzie, you can sense emotions. Yeah, I was angry. He placed some comments on my last videos. If you know it's a strategy, because when I pick a strategy at least 20 times, they won't be successful. I'll leave it up to you, bro. Okay, dollar coming down. This is good for the EURUSD. This is what we wanna see right now. Okay, let's see if we can break that high. While the dollar will break that low here. Okay, if we break the lows and we come down, and this low is getting there, we're gonna look for longs here. Many layers on the higher time frame as well that align with what we're looking for. And if you decide to still come down, we still have that lower time frame potential push, that lower time frame potential setup for the EURUSD on the 5 minute. So there are two potential setups here. Okay, beautiful. Coming up, we're creeping up. Slowly but steady. Are slow approaches better than fast ones for confirmation? It depends. It totally depends. If you see closure, and it depends on what time it is, of course. There are many different layers. However, I prefer to have a little bit of a slower closure. Most of the time, because of the manipulation that happens if it goes very quickly. Why? The faster they move price to one direction, the faster they want to induce people to go that direction as well and join the trade, rush into their trade, to then reverse price upon them. So that's why I'm currently looking at the at that reaction actually. So like a lower, slower is in my opinion a bit better, but there need to be still a decent amount of volume. So it's about that consistent volume. It's not about like crazy spike in volume. It's about that consistent volume. What is it good to spend 10 or 50 hours a day per trading? How many times? I've done it. I've done it myself as well, many times before. So if I would say no, then I would be lying, because I did it. However, yeah, of course, you know, as a human being, you can only make a couple of like good decisions per day. That's for sure. That's for sure the case. One more time, guys. There we go. Sorry for that. And one more time. Okay. I'm going to update you guys in the meta charts as well here. I just want to make sure that it's mentioned in here. That's why I'm going to share it right there. In case something happens as well in between, then you know, we're gonna make sure that that you guys are updated at all times here. Okay. Just want to make sure that this is highlighted as well. Bezat says, Thomas, he might know something that he doesn't want us to know. He has his own strategy behind. I have my own secret strategy behind you guys' back. The moment I turn this screen off, my real strategy comes up. And I'm gonna start crushing the market. How do you know? Waiting patiently, waiting patiently. Check US30, loads of liquidity built. Yes, I'm seeing this right now. We start building some serious liquidity to the to both sides actually, like to both sides. We really start building liquidity on both ends here. So we just want to see like a shakeout right now. Okay, so preferably coming down, then coming up, not coming up to then come down. So I prefer to come down first to then come up. So that would be the ideal case scenario. Come down first, come up, break above that crucial high, zoom in, zoom out a little bit on the 50-minute. Wait for that closure, then look for longs here. That's the US30. Definitely want to make sure that you wait patiently for that liquidity to be taken out on both sides before you move actually further with the US30 here. Alright, gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. 1 minute. Okay, guys. Our first frustrated person left the building. We haven't seen that in a while, but it has to happen sometimes. That's just part of the game. Dollar is holding here. VIX is actually stagnating. The volume is definitely decreasing. Actually, if you look at the US30 right now, we have actually not been moving ever since after that particular move. And that last news was also not really not really spike whatsoever for the dollar. Nothing came after that anymore. For the rest, we're looking at some other charts right now. Let's look at the yen real quick. The yen is also in a range right now at the moment. As you guys can see, the euro is coming up, so the euro is getting stronger. That's why the euro USD was is something that I'm very interested in right now from a euro perspective. It's definitely looking much stronger than the British pound at the moment here. Boris says he's not teaching the things we should learn. Let me know what you want to learn. If you ask him questions, then we can help you out. I would love to know that. I like actually some positive feedback as well. That's no problem on them. It's just today is just a day where we didn't take a trade. That's it. So we didn't take a trade at all. We had the gold trade potential. That didn't play out in our favor, so we didn't took it. And then after that, we waited for the market to turn around. That never happened, and we're in the middle of a range. So that is part of the game. If we would be in a profitable trade, then we would not have this. This scenario. Good that we have done hundreds of trades live on stream already before. So I think the people that are new, some people at least, they need to give it a little bit more time to see what we're doing here. Which I understand. It takes some time to understand. Makes sense. Okay, so the euro itself is now looking better. So this is always something that I really like to see. And I was waiting for actually a long period of time here. So that was the moment we talked about the zone, the 4 hour. We are now still holding here. You see, we came down, we took out the lows. We talked about this yesterday before we closed the stream. We took out the lows now, and now I'm looking to break the highs here. So euro pairs, I'm pro. So I'm looking to trade some euro pairs against other assets that are looking weaker. So, for example, if you then look at the other currency indices right now, what is looking weaker? Well, the Australian dollar is looking weaker for sure. 100%. The British pound is starting to look weaker. Look at the British pound, losing a lot of strength right now. Canadian dollar as well. Japanese yen is starting to range. Is starting to, after already a massive drop, starting to like raise a little bit now. That could lead to potential short-term pullback. And of course, we all know that the dollar is super strong. But is extremely overextended. It's also almost back towards that major range where we're going to face a lot of resistance as well. So the euro is where is in my opinion now where the magic happens here. If you look at the US30, it's still what I'm looking for, but we need to see breakout. But that is a matter of time. Remix says your live seems to be genuine. I'm also plotting the price action. Would it be fine for you to break down your market analysis step by step for the USD? Yeah. So The euro is looking for that particular reason stronger. So that's actually a good way to continue here. The euro index, okay? The euro index presents the strength of the euro. So the fact that it's actually presenting the strength is great to know. So if you know what the euro index can potentially do, then potentially you can understand that the euro index measures itself against other currencies. So if therefore the euro increases in strength, the euro index, the euro potentially can follow. If you then look at the context of weaker currencies, such as the Australian dollar right now, you will see right now that the euro Australian dollar has to come up. There's no other way. So because of that, you're looking at particular, you're looking at the contrast between different types of setups. So now coming back to the EURUSD, you're looking for that flip. So the dollar right now is at that high, and we're start looking for that flip right here. The euro is now still at that range. The dollar has been coming down. So look at this range, okay? This is the 11th of May at 2 a.m. EST, right there. So 11th of May, 2 a.m. EST. Then we have the EURUSD. The dollar index, sorry. Let's go to the same time, all right? 11th of May, 2 a.m. Where were we there? So let's go 11 a.m. All right, 3 a.m. All right, roughly the same here. We were here, okay? Dollar is now here. Usually there is a negative correlation between the dollar and the euro. 56.2% or something like that, I believe, is measured against the euro if you're talking about the dollar index. So strong, relatively reasonable correlation. But in this case, you see that even though the dollar came up significantly here, the dollar index itself, the euro index stayed ranging. And it keeps holding there. Now takes out the liquidity and is holding there. This is an extremely bullish sign. The moment the dollar is coming down, a little bit even, a little pullback will cause already, in my opinion, a major spike in the euro itself here. So then the question is, which euro pair is the most relevant? Is it the euro dollar, which I think it is? Or is it then, for example, the euro against, another potential setup that can flip here? Okay? And that depends on, setups of the lower time frame and so on and so on here. So then coming back to the EURUSD, which we can talk about right now. With that understanding, that mindset, I go into the EURUSD here. And I know, okay, if that happens, then which one is more beneficial? Well, that could then include the euro. Then I go to the 1 hour, I see a divergence on the RSI. So I see, for example, that the lower lows are created on price and higher lows are created on the RSI. That could indicate that we could see some sort of turnaround. At the same time, we are bouncing from a pretty reasonable area of demand here. In the middle of the range, I think it's a 62% Fibonacci. Okay, so if we come back down, we draw the Fibonacci from swing low to swing high right here. We are indeed at the 62%. Okay, so that's that zone that we're looking for. A little bit lower, right there. Which is a reasonable zone. Anything under the 50% is a reasonable zone to start looking for potential turnarounds when we look at the 4 hour chart. Keep in mind that 4 hour chart has created a higher high. Okay, and a higher low. So this is a higher low, this is a higher high. This is a higher high. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So overall, when you look on the higher time frame, we are still looking for a continuation up in general here. Now, based on this particular bounce, plus the dollar now losing strength, plus the euro index starting to consolidate at that 4 hour level, in combination then with the EURUSD right now, giving us all that liquidity that's built up here. Okay, stop losses are built up here. Why? A lot of people are short. They're putting their stop losses above. What they want to do, they want to go for that liquidity. At least I would love to see that. So that's for me a reason to look for the flip. Okay, and the flip means that if we then create a higher high here, and especially a high that created that last low, then that means that this is a stronger high. If you break the high, we close the body above. Wow, then at the same time, the dollar creates that lower low, right? A higher high and a lower low, looking for that liquidity above, below, breaking that low. That combination is, in my opinion, a very high probability set up that we're going to go up for the USD and that we're continuing potentially for the next leg up here when zooming out in the higher time frame, but looking for the entry on the 15-minute. When they look at the hourly targets, there are tons of imbalance below. That is relevant, and also there are tons of wick fills yet below the dollar here. So that combination is what we're looking for. And therefore, that's what we're initially doing. And that's the main reason why we're looking for a long above that specific high here. So that's the reason for the USD. Ramex, yes sir. So then it all comes down to timing. Okay, I can be wrong once, I can be wrong twice, but I'm still looking for that moment that I catch that winning trade, and that will compensate for all my losing trades before. With this analysis here. Lorenzo, what do you expect about gold? Yeah, we'll talk about gold in a second. Lorenzo, diversion on lower time should be considered. So it's just an extra confluence. It's only 1 hour. So that's reasonable. So Ivan, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You sound Dutch. Yes, sir, I'm Dutch. However, I do not live in the Netherlands. So let's talk about gold. Gold, of course, on the daily, still looking bearish here. We saw also on the weekly that same thing happening that we were talking about here, which is a bearish divergence, okay? Not a bullish divergence, a bearish divergence. Why? We created higher highs on the chart. You see it already playing out here. These were higher highs. And we created lower lows on the RSI or on the weekly. So looking quite bearish. At the same time, the dollar, we created now and we broke below that last low. We're talking about the daily, and that low that put in that high. So again, this is that low that put in the last high. And we had a bunch of liquidity built up below as well. We broke that trend, we broke it right now. We're now creating that low. This is that high and this is that low. We broke that low, we started to push and trying to push above that low. We failed to break above it and we got rejected and came down again. So if you see it from this perspective, you know, lows are definitely likely for gold here. Coming down right there. Okay. You have that gap. You come down, there's potentially more downside potential if you look on the higher time frame. If you look on the lower time frame, there are some other things that you have to take consideration. And that is, in my opinion, a range, a consolidation, an expansion, and then look for the continuation here. So what I do look for personally right now is if we come back and we're seeing that we're coming back in that range, let's see if we can see a rejection point right there that makes sense and that aligns there. So then still look for lower targets for gold. That does not always mean that I do not trade long against the short here, that I do not trade against the trend, which I definitely do sometimes. And I was actually interested in today. So in this case for gold right now, if you look here on the 4 hour, we are now bouncing from a new layer, which is this particular area of the month. I like to trade supply and demand as well, especially when you bounce from a certain zone. But at this particular moment, I'm not looking for any longs right now. The dollar is still too strong. It's not showing any weaknesses. As long as the dollar is not doing this. And there is no sign really from gold that there is an opportunity here. I would like to look for continuation to the downside. So the most confident I am by now about the EURUSD. I think the EURUSD has, in my opinion, still the most potential here. The US30 is still on my radar due to the VIX here. Just need to take out the liquidity first. This is gonna take some time. This is definitely gonna be something that I'm looking for on the that I will share on Discord. What about the euro? Yeah, waiting for that break. If we can close above it, I'll be kind of bullish right now for the EURUSD here in the short term, and hopefully we can pull it back or actually continue the momentum from there. Yesterday you mentioned the point of control. How relevant is it? Extremely relevant. The point of control is extremely beautiful if you have a good clear range of an area of consolidation. So who likes the point of control by now? Let me know in the chat. If you like the point of control, if you like what it is, press a 1 in the chat. If you you don't have to fully understand it, but I think if you have watched a couple of live streams as well already before, I think you get what I mean. Sometimes it's just scary. There we go, yeah. Doe ook trades van analyse, ook trades. Lorenzo, Nasdaq is breaking the highs in the 5-minute time frame. The VIX is getting weaker and weaker. Let me look at the Nasdaq indeed for you. Oh, you can use the point of control volume profile on the MT4. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I do like that. I know that the volatility index is just now needs to create also a lower low. So if you remove this here, this needs to be broken as well here. I do like it. I do like the continuation. In general, the Nasdaq is very strong. With the VIX breaking lows, that will be amazing here. Okay, that's amazing, Jeff. That's really, really good. Lorenzo, have you ever thought about doing a stream in Dutch? Man, I don't know if I could do it. If I could do a stream in Dutch, I would lose words. I really think I would lose like sentences and stuff, you know? The way I explain stuff sometimes right now is I'm so used to explaining things in English that you know, talking Dutch right now, explaining that. I think I could do it if I get used to it after a couple streams. But no, we have too much of an international community here. I cannot hurt them by talking Dutch. Nick, hey bro, hope you're feeling better. Do you mind if you could explain please how you put the volume profile on the charts when you want to see the point of control? Yes, definitely. So let's look at a good example indeed. So you see them all the time. That's the beautiful part about it. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, pick a chart, my man. Nick, you can choose. Okay, while we're waiting for the euro, pick a chart here. So the Nasdaq already, you see that rejection right now. No closure above, and also the volatility index is still holding above that level. Okay, that's the reason why we didn't take action on Nasdaq, because that's the closure and that's the low you want to break. GJ, okay. Okay, in general, I just wanted to check this out real quick, but yes. So, let's see what we have here. You have internal ranges and you have external ranges here. So, for example, you have this whole range. What tends to happen is that you break out. I'm not sure if it actually happened in this one as well. Let me check. It could be, but I'm not sure. No, in this case, not. Let's see in this one. We have also these smaller ranges right here. So in this case not, but what I'm usually looking for, and there are tons of examples I just need to show you. I will show you some more examples later. But every single moment where you see a clear range, and this is what tends to happen, right? Overall, let's say on the 30-minute time frame, in my opinion, it's the sweet spot. So you're looking at the hybrid version between the higher and lower time frame. The 30-minute is the perfect time frame that's in between, like the hour. It's not really a higher time frame. It's not really a medium time frame. It's not really a lower time frame. It's like it's right in the center. So I tend to zoom out on, or at least look at the 30-minute and look at area of consolidation. You have the consolidation and then you have the expansion, okay? And it also counts the other way around. So it's also internally as well. Same here. You have this range. It doesn't have to be a perfect range. It's just like, if you can draw like a pretty much a rectangle or like a block like this, that's all you need. You draw it from the left to the right. It gives you information. And what are we seeing in that information? Well, let's zoom in a little bit. We're seeing right now that there are 3 levels here. Okay? The value area low, the value area high. You see that it turns from dark to bright. So that's the value area high. And the point of control. Okay, so let me show you real quick. Don't want to spoil it yet. Okay, the point of control. Right here. So what happens? Okay, in this case, we started to come up. We started to consolidate. And we distributed down. After the distribution, we came down all the way. We had that consolidation with that expansion. Now we're looking for that retracement. That's what we're looking for. So, if you do the replay, that this is the value area low. What is the value area low? Okay. The value area low is in this whole range that you selected, which is a clear range here. And this picking the range becomes natural. It's just giving you a certain indication from there. What you're looking for is the first layer, okay? And that first layer is the value area low. If you come down, so if you distribute after consolidation area, this is the value area low, this is the point of control, and this is the value area high. If you, let's say, come up, so you consolidate like this and you come up, and you look for the continuation, you look for the retracement, you look for the continuation. So you're looking for the consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. All right. In this case, you look for the consolidation, expansion, retracement to the downside. So then there are 3 levels: the value area low, the point of control, and the value area high. The value area low is the area. It's kind of like what we call the castle. Okay. See this as a big castle right here. You have the outside port. This is where that huge wall is, that protection layer. This is where enemies come and they have to go and smash through that outside wall. Okay? That's a strong layer of resistance already. Why is that? Well, based on the volume, there's an increase in volume right there within that range here. So this is where the sudden increase in volume extended when you drew out that particular range. Once they are through that zone, the next layer is the point of control. The point of control is where the king lives. All right, this is where the ultimate protection layer is at. Why? Because this is what needs to be protected as much as possible, right? In trading terms, this is where the most volume has been traded. Volume also can equal resistance or support. So that's another layer you can look for. So what happens in this case, okay? We consolidated, we expanded. And at some point, we start to retrace. And what happens? We come back up and we have this zone right there. And that's the value area low. That's the first zone. There we go. We came into the value area low and we started to come down. After that, we came into it again. Second time, we start to come into that level here. Now, the point is that that level itself is not enough. What you need to know is like, okay, are there potential areas of supply and demand that are potentially like relevant right here? And that's why we have to go to the lower time frame. And that's why you then potentially can look at, breaker blocks, that kind of stuff here, zones that you can look for, and so on and so on. But this is something that you can then leverage later on. And then you can look for the potential entries around that zone and place your stop loss above a high. Why is supply and demand so amazing to combine with the volume profile? That is because then you know where you can put your stop loss. And that's the main reason why you use it all the time here. Okay, so if you then entered already a short position from that range, you could have already taken out all that liquidity that was below here. So in this case, when you then reached that zone, what happened was you created a higher high here, which is fantastic. Okay, you know that there's much liquidity was unmitigated. There was a massive gap below. So you knew that the moment you reached that value area low, there was like a clear target below, which was that liquidity, that imbalance right there. And that's exactly what we did. We tapped into that first area. We got rejected. We saw that confirmation. What you then can do as well as the next layer, of course, is looking at a potential lower time frame break of structure internally of that particular range. You then break it. That's the moment you can go short if you want to have the confirmation. And you place your stop loss above the highs. You target then these particular lows that we're looking for. You fill out the imbalance and you cash out. Another layer is that you come back again. And this is then where the trade already has been completed. I don't know what happened after that. Let's see. Again. It came in one more time after that. So, and it did the exact same thing. Still at the value area low. Okay. So, massive reaction. Look at that. Look how precise it came back to the value area low right here. In this case. The outside wall of that castle. Alright, that's why it's such a powerful tool to take consideration. I've not seen this this outcome here. But this is what we mean. So the consolidation, the expansion, the retracement, and the continuation. And in this case, it came back in it again. Okay, I don't know what happened after that. I need to see. We can look at it one more time. And that's the moment we started to come up here. And that's the moment I think we had that massive run. Yeah. And now we're building that liquidity out again. We're doing that. We're building a massive range right now, which looks super unnatural, by the way. But anyway, that's another layer that you can look for. Then let's go back and let's zoom in a little bit and look at the internal factors as well. This is not just the 30 minute or that bigger zone. You can also look at the internal factors right here. So if you look here at this box and you draw that zone, what do we see here? The point of control is right there. And you see also that it's kind of holding back and it's acting as a layer of resistance. So that's the way you can combine it and you can practice it. But the bigger the range and the bigger the expansion is, the stronger the reaction will be once you come back. And when there is a clear target, it's even a much better reason for you to do look for entries at the value area low, targeting of course the lows of that level. So that's in essence what you're looking for. And this is just the GJ. There are tons of other examples as well here. Let's go back indeed. VIX coming up. I think the US30 will come down right now. And it's going to take out the lows, hopefully, finally. Yes, okay, we're finally going to go for the lows right now. And that's just one indicator. And if I could choose one indicator only, then I would use this indicator. If I had to choose something. Okay, guys. In regards to the volume right now for the euro, it's getting lower and lower. US30 is coming down right now, which is a good sign. If you now decide to come up after that, fantastic. I'll keep you guys updated in Discord right here. No trade today, unfortunately. Okay, this time we had no trade, but it was a very, very choppy, dangerous market, in my opinion here. So I think it was not a bad idea. In this case, that first gold was amazing. Congratulations for the people that took that gold short here. It went against my my rules, but yeah, regardless, great outcome for the people that made money. For the people that lost money, yeah, that's part of the game as well. Hopefully, you can learn here. So in this case, we're waiting for the US30 to come down. We're waiting to take out this equal lows first. That was a step. We come down and then we hopefully come and make that move to the upside. We're going to find out. Same for the euro. If you break this high, we're looking for a reaction right here. Okay. I hope you at least learned something today. Tomorrow, I will be trading something else here. Okay, we're gonna trade crypto. Why? Because we are making so much money in crypto right now that I have to do it at least once a week. Okay, 4 days a week we trade Forex. Once a week we have crypto. We released also our course. You can get this for free if you follow the steps in our Discord. Okay, want to make sure that you're serious about it as well. To give you access as well. Worked very hard on it. So I want to make sure that you guys are using it wisely here. It's the cryptocurrency correlation introduction of the internal ecosystem and everything that you can use here to take action. It's gonna be amazing. Looking forward to that stream as well. Something different again. Gonna be good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Forex. Friday, crypto. I do not always crypto, but it is still the case here, okay? Unfortunately, no trade today, but there are a couple of setups that we're still looking forward to. So keep in mind that I have demented charts and I at least want to post one trade a day here. Every single day, okay? Regardless if I stream or not. All right, so do take into consideration. We'll also be free here. And looking forward to share this with you guys as well here. So thank you for the stream. I wish you all a fantastic day. And I hope you guys see you next time. All right? Much love. Thank you, man. Bye-bye. See you guys in the Limitless Lounge. So I'm going to chill there a little bit. I think that makes a lot more sense. All right? A little more chill vibe. See you guys there. Ciao, ciao.